Aston Villa lost 4-1 at home to Chelsea. It was a dominating performance from Chelsea. Joao Pedro got his first hat-trick for Chelsea. And Garnacho, this is the best performance I have seen from him in a Chelsea shirt. Garnacho, this is the kind of performance you expect from every Chelsea winger. Pedro noted he stupidly got a second yellow card and he was suspended for this game. And I think I heard in one of the interviews that the gaffer said that Garnacho, have been pushing for him to start. So basically, I feel like Garnacho is more of a substitute player than a starter. But he proved me wrong in this game against Aston Villa. Garnacho was so good to the extent that they have to remove a cash and they replaced the right back that was with him and brought in a new one. That was to tell you how good Garnacho was. 4-1, it was a kind of a, let me say this 4-1, we should have scored more goals. Let me just put it that way. We should have scored more goals. We should have scored more goals. That's just the truth. We missed some chances, but the most important thing is that we buried the ones that we are supposed to bury. Our striker, Joao Pedro, I must say this is the best signing that these White Stanley and Lawrence Stewart, the two of our sporting directors, this is the best signing that they made this season, Joao Pedro. We have not had this kind of a striker for a while. DJ Drogba type of striker. He might not be as powerful as DJ Drogba, don't get me wrong. But I mean, that kind of a Diego Costa kind of striker, a striker that occupies the defense. He is dangerous when he needs to be. And he doesn't allow the defense to breathe. Like, when other strikers that we have had, sometimes they allow the centre back to be involved in the game. But because of how dangerous Joao Pedro was, it means even with their high line, the Aston Villa high line, the centre backs, they were always searching and looking for where Joao Pedro is. So that means sometimes making leaving Garnacho and their right back one-on-one most times. So I've not had this kind of striker in a person of Joao Pedro. He is a complete striker as for me. He is a complete striker. He have the height, he's good aerially, he can hold up play, and he's also skillful. He's not just an ordinary striker that just kick, run and shoot. No. He is a very skillful striker. It's been a long time that we have this kind of a striker. It's been a long time. And I just want his good form to just continue to the end of the season. That is what I need from Joao Pedro. Come on, the second goal that he scored. To show you an example of what I'm saying, Oli Watkins also got that kind of a chance. I think when we were 3-1 up, he should have scored that goal instead of chipping, just like a kind of the situation that Joao Pedro was in when he's in the second goal that he scored. Just chip the goalkeeper and it will be 3-2. He didn't do that. Joao Pedro, the second goal that he scored, he just chipped the goalkeeper. I don't know why strikers don't do this more often. When you leave Joao Pedro 1-on-1, it's a goal. That is just it. We should have even scored maybe 6 goals in this game. But it was a good performance. And I also, this Liam Regina, I also have to give him his flowers. For him not to start Sanchez, it was a gamble and it was risky. I know one thing for sure. I know that Philip Jorgensen is not good in coming out to claim crosses. He is not good at all in that. He is not good in also stopping shots. He's not a good shot stopper. But there is one thing he is good at. That is with his feet. Playing those short passes that I'm talking about. He is very, very... You could see that we could build out comfortably from the back. But the risky part of that was, had it been this Aston Villa for me, they didn't really do any much to us. They didn't, attack us so much. I think they were hoping on, to sit back. I don't really understand. They were playing highlight. Aston Villa confused me a lot. They were playing highlight, and they were also, waiting for moments to also attack us. I don't understand that. Why play a highlight when you know you don't have what it takes to go and attack? You were waiting for moments like counter to go and attack Chelsea, and you are also keeping a highlight. And Chelsea don't. If you just want to, shoot yourself on the feet, just play highlight for Chelsea. As Barcelona, they will testify to that. So I don't understand why they decided to play highlight against Chelsea. When you can clearly see that their game plan was, waiting for moments. They didn't really do anything much in our 18. They didn't. They didn't attack us so much. So Jorgensen was a kind of, he had a quiet night at our goalpost. Had it been, they were firing from us like that, they would have scored us a lot of goals. Because Jorgensen is not a good shotstopper, shotstopper. That is it. Sanchez, on the other hand, is a good shotstopper, a good cross claimer. He can come out and clean crossing. He's commanding in his goalpost. But he's not good with his feet. Short passes. Don't tell him to do that. Once you tell him to do that, you have killed him. No concentration. He will concede stupid goals. He do stupid things. That is Sanchez for you. So I don't know how we are going to, how Liam Rosinia is going to balance this. Because you see that you risk conceding goals, or maybe you sacrifice us for the playing out from the back. This game against Aston Villa, sincerely, that paid us. So I don't know how he's going to do in the game that we're going to play against Newcastle. I think also the positives that that I also see in this game is that Cucurella also coming back. Now I don't know if he'll start the next game. I don't think so. Maybe he will start from the bench again. As yes, Gerardo, let me say he's not really good on one-on-one defending. For now, that is what I would say. He's quick. I want that he's a good footballer, but one-on-one defending, he finds it difficult most times. That is what I have observed from Gerardo. But aside from, maybe, he's also a centre back, so maybe, I don't know. He's not really, unlike the way Cucurella used to, pin down that left back position. But Gerardo tried his performance today. But the whole Chelsea team, also Gusto, going forward and coming back, Reece James being in the midfield, we dominated the midfield. We didn't allow them, to do anything that they wanted to do in the midfield. We owned the midfield. That was why we were so dominant in this game against them. And my happiness is that Manchester United, they lost to Newcastle. So this means them and Aston Villa, they are 4 points ahead of Chelsea. And the Liverpool also losing means that we are also in the same point with Liverpool, but we're in fifth on goal difference ahead of Liverpool. So the next game that we're going to play is going to be against Newcastle at home. We need to win that match. That's just the truth. To even start any conversation of anything, we need to win at Newcastle. First of all, then Manchester United is playing Aston Villa, and Liverpool against Tottenham. Liverpool will still win Tottenham. But Aston Villa against Manchester United, if they play draw, it's good for us. If any of them lose, it's still good for us. But we need to do our job first against Newcastle. So it was a good performance from Chelsea. I will see you in my next Chelsea video, guys.